On this Civic, B0002 is an SRS code for the driver's airbag inflator circuit. In plain language, the SRS unit may be seeing an open circuit or higher than expected resistance in that driver airbag path. The SRS warning lamp may stay on, and the system may limit normal airbag operation while the fault is active. Broadly, the possible fault areas can include the driver's airbag inflator, the cable reel, the dashboard wire harness, SRS unit connector fit, SRS unit software, or the SRS unit itself. Before touching this circuit, ask whether the vehicle was in a collision. If it was, make sure the required SRS components were new, correct for the vehicle, and installed correctly. Also handle this like any SRS job. Follow the normal SRS precautions and the correct battery disconnect and reconnect routine. Start by clearing the DTCs with the HDS. Turn the ignition switch to on Roman 2. Wait for 10 seconds and check for DTCs again. If the target code or its paired driver inflator code comes right back, the failure is duplicated and you can move into circuit isolation. If it does not return, treat it as an intermittent condition and the system is okay at this time. If another code is present instead, check what that code means first. Next, isolate the driver's airbag inflator from the rest of the circuit. Turn the ignition switch to lock 0, disconnect the negative battery cable, and wait at least 3 minutes. Remove the steering wheel access panel and disconnect the driver's airbag inflator 4P connector on the cable reel harness. Connect SRS simulator lead J to the SRS inflator simulator using the 2 omega connectors. Then connect lead J to the driver's airbag inflator 4P connector on the cable reel harness. Reconnect the negative battery cable, clear the DTCs with the HDS, turn the ignition switch to on Roman 2, wait for 10 seconds and check again. If the code is still indicated, keep going to the cable reel check. If the code is no longer indicated, the path points to an open or increased resistance in the driver's airbag first or second inflator. Replace the driver's airbag, then clear the DTC. If the fault stayed active with the inflator simulated, move the test point past the cable reel. Turn the ignition switch to lock 0, disconnect the negative battery cable, and wait at least 3 minutes. Remove the column covers and disconnect cable reel connector B, the 4P connector, on the dashboard wire harness. Connect SRS simulator lead J to the SRS inflator simulator using the 2 omega connectors. Then connect lead J to cable reel connector B on the dashboard wire harness. Reconnect the negative battery cable, clear the DTCs with the HDS, turn the ignition switch to on Roman 2, wait for 10 seconds and check again. If the code is still indicated, continue to the open wire check. If it is no longer indicated, the result points to an open or increased resistance in the cable reel. Replace the cable reel, then clear the DTC. For the open wire check, turn the ignition switch to lock 0, disconnect the negative battery cable, and wait at least 3 minutes. Disconnect SRS unit connector A, the 39P connector. Now disconnect the SRS inflator simulator from SRS simulator lead J, but do not disconnect SRS simulator lead J from cable reel connector B on the dashboard wire harness. With the driver's airbag inflator 4P connector disconnected, cable reel connector B disconnected from the cable reel and connected to lead J, and SRS unit connector disconnected, measure the LA1 and LA1 circuit at the black terminal of SRS simulator lead J. Then measure the LA2 and LA2 circuit at the red terminal. The decision point is 1, 0 omega or less. If the measurement is 1, 0 omega or less, the LA1, LA1, LA2, and LA2 wires are okay. At that point, look hard at the SRS unit connection. Check the fit and condition between SRS unit connector A, the 39P connector, and the SRS unit. Before replacing the SRS unit, check the SRS unit software version with the HDS. If the software is not the latest, update the SRS unit software and retest. If the connection is okay and the software path does not resolve it, replace the SRS unit. If the code still will not clear after that path, pause, recheck the earlier diagnostic path and avoid guessing. If the resistance is not 1.0 ohms or less, the result points to an open or increased resistance in the dashboard wire harness. Replace the dashboard wire harness, then clear the DTC. Keep verification separate from the isolation tests. After the repair path is completed and the DTCs are cleared, turn the ignition switch to on Roman 2, wait for 10 seconds, and check the system again with the HDS. The clean takeaway is this: use the simulator to move the known load through the circuit, and let the point where the code disappears tell you whether the fault is in the inflator, cable reel, dashboard wire harness, or the SRS unit side of the circuit. For more diagnostic training, visit Diagnostics.com.